So you want to find the right natural supplements to help you build muscle faster, but you find yourself stuck and confused because of the absurd amount of supplements and supplement companies out there to choose from, between Muscle Tech, Optimum Nutrition, Gaspari, MHP, Nutrex, and the list can go on and on. And this is without mentioning the fact that each one of these companies also have a bunch of different forms of protein, different forms of creatine, and a whole ton of additional supplements that you can choose from. And it makes it really confusing. Now, add on top of that the fact that you have supplement advertisers with some of the biggest pockets in the fitness industry, if you know what I mean, blasting you with ads telling you that you need certain supplements. You also have some fitness experts and fitness gurus that are sponsored, and they depend on that money, so they have to push their supplements. This leads to many people, especially young guys, buying a whole bunch of different supplements that they do not need. But regardless, they wind up easily spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars just to have expensive piss. Not kidding. Trust me, I know about this because I've been there. I used to have a whole dresser with every supplement from A to Z. Now I want to share with you guys exactly what I learned and exactly what natural supplements you actually need that will have minimal side effects and maximum gains. Before I start, I just want to say I do not have any kind of sponsorship whatsoever, not supplement-wise or anything. I don't need it because I own a couple gyms, so I'm able to come here on YouTube and speak very freely about which supplements you should actually take. Part of that freedom allows me to tell you right off the bat that building muscle is way more dependent on your nutrition. What you eat and how much of it you eat is so much more important than the supplements you take. Supplements will give you a boost of maybe, they might make up for 5% of your results. That's it. 5% could be all you need to take it to the next level, so supplements have their use, but you will never take it to the next level with supplements alone, okay? So, now that you know the truth about supplements, the first one that you want to get is protein powder. When you do intense bodybuilding workouts in which you're trying purposely to break down your muscles, you're going to need around 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Now, anything more than that has been shown in studies to not make any kind of real difference, and in fact, a lot of studies show that you could drop even a little bit lower, like down to 3/4 of a gram of protein per pound of body weight, and you'll still be fine. Taking protein powder is not just going to build muscle all by itself magically. I know that might seem obvious to some of you, but trust me, I work with a lot of people, so I have to clarify, it's not just going to build muscle just by taking it. The protein shakes are just there to help you meet your protein requirements for the day. Keep in mind the protein that you get from real food is a lot more beneficial for building muscle, so the majority of your protein should be coming from real food. I definitely don't recommend that you take more than 2 protein shakes a day max. As far as the protein shakes, you can choose from so many different ones. And I don't want to confuse you, so I'm just going to keep this super simple. If you're looking for a protein powder to take after your workout, you want to go with a whey protein isolate. If you want a protein as more of a meal replacement, you want to go for the casein because it's a lot slower digesting, sometimes taking up to 4 to 6 hours to digest. So the protein will release slower, more like real food. As far as hard gainers, you don't need them. Please don't waste your money on the hard gainers or on the mass gainers. All of that is just taking protein powder and combining it with very cheap carb sources, usually sugar. I would recommend just trying to eat more instead, but if you want to make your own hard gainer, mass gainer shake, you can combine your own ingredients. You can start with your protein powder in a blender and then add a cup of oatmeal, 3 to 4 whole soft boiled eggs, a tablespoon of regular sugar for flavor, and a tablespoon of coconut oil, and then add some high calorie cashew milk or almond milk or even whole milk if you're not lactose intolerant. It'll be a lot cheaper and a lot more effective than the hard gainer shake you buy at the store. The protein powder that's rated number 1 again and again is Optimum Nutrition's whey protein powder. But most respectable brands will make a protein powder that will work just fine. Next we got creatine. Creatine is going to help you enhance your performance during your workouts. It'll also fill your muscles up with some water, so it will make you look a little bigger, give you a little better pumps. Something that most people won't tell you about creatine is that some studies have claimed that creatine can potentially cause male pattern baldness. That's pretty serious. Now, I don't really take creatine regularly, and I never really have. What I mean is that I'll take it for like 4 to 6 weeks where I'm trying to work on a particular area of improvement, whether it's aesthetics or building strength or muscle. And then I go off of it sometimes for a whole year. I have friends that have been taking creatine without cycling at all for a long time, but they still have a full head of hair. So it's not conclusive that creatine causes male pattern baldness, but it's just something that you should definitely be aware of. And if male pattern baldness runs in your family, maybe skip out on the creatine. But if it doesn't, you can pretty much get any brand of creatine monohydrate, and that's all you need. Creatine monohydrate is the one that has been most studied, and all these new creatines that keep getting released and like, this is why creatine hasn't worked, all those creatines don't have years of proven performance boosting research. Speaking of performance boosting, let's talk about testosterone supplements. A lot of guys trying to build muscle get into that shit. Don't do it. It's a complete waste of your money and your time. Testosterone supplements do not increase your testosterone enough to cause any kind of significant noticeable effect. Just expensive pee. Branched chain amino acids, or BCAAs, will help you decrease soreness and sometimes even help you recover faster, but they're not necessary when you're trying to build muscle as long as you're in a calorie surplus, which again, you should be if you're seriously trying to build muscle, right? You're going to get so much protein from all the food that you're eating, and you're probably getting all the BCAAs that you need from the protein shake that you take alone. Actually, glutamine, for that same reason, is another one that's really not necessary when you're in a calorie surplus, when you're bulking. The next natural supplement that you should get is beta-alanine, or regular baking soda, believe it or not. They both have a similar effect when taken before your workout. Beta-alanine is going to give you a lot more pins and needles, that kind of feeling, but they both help reduce lactic acid buildup, which allows you to squeeze a couple more reps out and fatigue a little later in your workout. Keep in mind, taking too much baking soda will lead to digestion side effects, especially when starting out. Someone starting out should just aim for 200 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. You can work your way all the way up to 500 milligrams over time. Other things you can have pre-workout are coffee, B-complex vitamins, or you can even have a pre-made pre-workout. Just make sure that it contains a short list of natural ingredients like the ones that I just talked about. And most pre-workouts don't. They're full of chemicals and all types of garbage. As always, I want to mention that with pre-workouts, I believe that they're more effective when you don't take them all the time. Have a supplement company tell you that. If you take them all the time, your body will develop a tolerance to it, just like with drugs. So let's review. When trying to build muscle, you can benefit from protein powder, creatine as long as you don't have a history of male pattern baldness, or if you want to take the risk, beta-alanine, baking soda, a stimulant like coffee, and a B-complex vitamin. That is all you need to give you that 5% edge. I promise you, everything else is just going to lead to expensive piss at best. The supplements that you want to avoid when trying to build muscle are testosterone boosters, mass gainers, and as far as branched chain amino acids and glutamine are concerned, they're just straight up not necessary when you're bulking. They're good for cutting. We offer basic supplements at my gym, and right now we're in the process of adding these basic supplements to the online store on gravitytransformation.com. I made this video to help you guys out, for real. I'm not trying to sell you guys supplements. But if you're buying your protein powder or creatine from a major supplement company that uses the majority of that money to advertise BS supplements that you don't need right back to you, and instead you want to support this channel, which actually gives you the truth, you'll be able to get just as high of a quality of protein powder and creatine and even BCAAs when you actually need them for when you cut. You'll be able to get them from my online store without being charged an arm and a leg. When those supplements are available, you can get them from me by visiting a link that will be available in the description below. But I'm cool with whatever you want to do. Even if you don't want to take supplements, all the more power to you. In either case, I really hope this video has helped you guys out and has helped you guys save some money. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to this channel and click that bell icon to be notified when I release new tips and tricks just like this. I'll see you guys soon.